All right.
I think that's good.
I think that was a solid warm-up yap session.
Yeah. You guys maybe we'll release them on Patreon when we have like enough like Patreons.
I don't think we should. I really don't think we should.
No. Like it's like if you guys would be interested on them, they're nothing really.
They're nothing burgers. They are nothing burgers.
They're nothing burgers. It's just like us trying to record an episode and then me wait for it. We're like, yeah,
this mid.
Ain't cutting it.
Yeah, we're like, man, this is kind of mid. But
and then we just run it back.
We just run it back. So attempt 3. With that, welcome back to Momscast. It's my turn on the podcast, episode 31. I'm Brandon,
and I'm Victor. The reason why we haven't been doing a lot of Momscast lately is because
we've come down with a little fever, a Fortnite fever, if you will.
Oh yeah.
If you
really
will.
Tough.
It is. There's no cure.
It's contagious. It's spreading because we got Nat with it too.
It spreads.
So
reach out to your loved ones.
Yeah.
Reboot them.
The way it started.
You will.
The way it started. The way it started is that way back when, I don't know, like it was chapter 4, season 1 or 2, I think. I started playing. It's the one with the ageless on the battle pass. If you like regularly play Fortnite, you'll know what the fuck I'm talking about. Right? And I was like, okay, I played it, maxed out the battle pass, and I had fun. Then next season hit, I wasn't having as much fun, so I was like, this shit's mid. I stopped playing. Oh, it's the season that they had they had Deku and Goku stuff in at the same time. Yeah. Back when the Kamehameha and the Detroit Smash were in Fortnite. Anyways, we did that. I did that. I liked it. Haven't played Fortnite in a while. I played back in the OG days. Then stopped playing, and then a few months back, OG season dropped, and I was like, you know what? I played in the dark times of 2018, 2019. Let's run it back. Let's play OG. Got the battle pass. Was working on maxing it out, and then I recruited Brandon.
Yep.
Into the midst, and that's how he got down with the Fortnite fever.
I was dragged into Fortnite. Yeah. So Victor texted me the one day, and this is like immediately after we recorded Momscast Plays Fortnite. It was like immediately after this. Victor was like, just boot it up. Just boot up Fortnite. We'll play a couple matches. Round 1. First game of Fortnite I've ever played in full. Victory Royale. So we're like, okay, ha. Beginner's luck. Let's go for 2. Victory Royale. You can't make that up. Like 2 in a row, like first 2 matches, like it was over for my brain dopamine.
And then we tried it again. Victory Royale.
Did we 3-peat?
We 3-peated.
Oh shit, yeah, we did.
We went 3-0 our first.
Yeah, we went. Yeah, we
3-peated
our first games because I was just like stomping people because it was putting us in lobbies with other people who hadn't played before. And so I know how to play shooters. Like I'm not like stupid. I had traded off Destiny for a better quality of life, honestly. And there's this gaping like chasm in my soul, ready to be filled by a video game that I can just know life, and that happened to be Fortnite. And so I didn't buy the battle pass because there was like 2 weeks left in the season, and Victor was like, "There's not enough time to fill out the battle pass." I was like, "Okay."
To be honest,
I'll get the next battle
OG
pass.
OG season was a really short season.
Yeah, it was only
to
like
the point
2 months,
where
wasn't it?
the battle pass was only 50 levels.
Yeah,
the whole battle pass.
But so then like we go through the live event. We watch the shitty. I think the consensus was that it was a lame live event, right? Like the consensus was that it was shit, right? Victor's too busy. I can't describe it right now because it's like we're explicit rated on Spotify, but I don't think it means that explicit. So
the live event. So
got a little bit on your chin, buddy.
There's been better live events,
yeah.
Right? There's like, it was fun on the aspect that they announced pretty cool things.
Yeah.
But like interactive wise, event wise, it's not over like the Comet or the Rocket or even like the Travis Scott concert. You know what I mean?
Travis Scott concert is wild. Like, honestly.
You had to be there.
I wasn't there for it, but like when you think about, like, people are like, oh, metaverse this, metaverse that, it's Fortnite. Dread it, run from it all you want. The metaverse is Fortnite.
Right now, Fortnite is the closest we're gonna get to Ready Player One.
Yep. Once they add VR to Fortnite, it's over. Once they add VR to Fortnite,
so
it's over.
Cause it's like, I didn't really fucks with creative that much. But then I started finding these maps, like the gun game map. Pretty fucking fun, the gun game map. I'm gonna be honest.
It's like Roblox, kinda. What's my thoughts on it? Kind of like Roblox.
There's a bunch
the
of shit on creative I didn't even know. Like, I don't know. I fucks with creative now, not as much as I fuck with like Zero Build, because
I love Zero Build. People can give a shit. Build. Like, you can give a shit in the comments all you want. Do you play Zero Builds because you can't build, or you can't build because you play Zero Builds? Like, you can give a shit all you want. I do not have the time or the patience or the desire to learn how to crank 90s in Fortnite and get killed by somebody born after Pokemon Black and White came out. I don't have that in my soul.
Zero Builds requires a different skill set than
it is a different skill set. It's like it becomes a tactical shooter. It becomes a tactical shooter.
Yeah, right.
With some movement aspects. Like, if you use a grappler,
yeah, you're gonna be saying like, oh, but then you just hide around and snipe people. Nah, you don't understand that heart racing that comes with like pushing a squad with your gold auto shot.
And it's not just building a fucking like 10-story hotel the second you hear a single gunshot. Like, it's not that.
I'm gonna be honest. I respect people that play VR, because like those builds like require like an idea of what the fuck's going on your screen, because there's just people building and running around. But Zero Builds is a whole nother.
It's just a different skill set. It's just a different skill. Like legitimately, like once you get to like top, like I'm gonna be honest, it's like top 15 on Zero Builds. Like, you gotta start capital G gaming. Like, you gotta start capital G'ing that shit. But so then Victor, we start the new season up. Actually, we didn't. This was before. Victor bought me a skin because I was sick of being a default, but I didn't want to buy any V-Bucks.
Yeah, I had some leftover B-Bucks because, I bought B-Bucks before, because I'm going to be honest, I buy B-Bucks if I have the extra money. Because sometimes, because the other thing, when I was a wee lad, back in the times of 2017, 2018, because labor laws in Panama are different, right? You could be working in the U.S. at 16, 17. In Panama, you can't really be working, or it's really hard to be working at that age. So I don't really have my own money. So I was not gonna ask my parents for fucking Fortnite V-Bucks if I wasn't gonna get the battle pass. But now that I'm adult and I make my own money, I can buy my fucking V-Bucks if I want to.
When you get paid bi-weekly, week 1, V-Bucks, week 2,
no, that's
ice
me.
soup.
That's me. And so, I buy my V-Bucks, but I tend to, the one thing I don't do is I don't buy V-Bucks for my battle pass, because I always try to max out my battle pass.
If you buy V-Bucks to skip levels on the battle pass, are you stupid?
What's
like,
wrong
like
with
legitimately, like, you get V-Bucks on the battle pass.
Also, you can tease it, bro. Like,
I know,
like,
there's an XP there's an XP glitch like every other day. Like, legitimately.
I know. You could like if you buy V-Bucks to like skip levels.
Like, we're good Christian boys. We're good Christian boys. But like,
for now.
But like, once we get to them bonus rewards, like, I don't want to grind that much. That's a lot of grinding.
Unless you're a YouTuber.
And your full-time job is Fortnite, like,
and you want to get all the skins day one. Buying V-Bucks is like nutted, bro.
How much do you even have to spend to max out the battle pass?
Oh, a bunch. They spend a bunch of money to max out the battle pass.
Like, it's ridiculous. But they make so much money because it's just like, it's for kids. You it's like dumb, stupid schlop for kids.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. I used to watch some Fortnite YouTubers back in the day. I watched. This thing, I watched the Australian Fortnite YouTubers. They were pretty fun. Like Laserbeam, Muselk, like Lucifer.
Dude, okay, so my thing is that a lot of the TF2 YouTubers that I watched when I was in middle school started jumping ship to Fortnite once I got into high school, because that was just like They're just bag chasing. And it's like, I respect chasing the bag. But it's like Muselk used to be my favorite TF2 YouTuber. And then he switched over to Overwatch and Fortnite because that's just where the money's at.
You know, like, allegedly, Muselk beefed with the rest of the Click House. I don't know if you ever watched the Click House.
What's the Click House? This is...
Okay.
You're losing me.
Okay, no.
You're losing me.
So, back in the pre-COVID days, most of the big Australian Fortnite YouTubers started Click. You know, like a content like thing of all of them.
Okay.
And they bought a house, one of the most expensive houses in Sydney.
Team Crafted Part 2.
No, it wasn't that bad. Right? So then they started doing like group content crap shit, you know.
Yeah.
Other glorp for the consumers to watch.
All the schlop.
Yeah. They were pretty fun. I don't really follow any of them anymore. But in the end, like, Click kind of got killed off because COVID. Because, like, recording all the group content was harder. And, like, some of them decided to move out of the Click House.
Yeah.
Because they got into beef. And so, what happens is that most of them were talent.
Yeah.
For Click. Except Muselk. Muselk was part owner of Click.
Oh.
And so, the thing is, apparently they beefed, right?
Yeah.
And the biggest beef was, allegedly, was with Muselk and this girl called Lucifer.
Yeah.
But in the end,
what was
you don't
the beef?
see...
what was the beef?
We don't know. But apparently, like, none of them really interacted much, and everybody kind of like took Lucifer's sides because like people, most of them still collab with Lucifer,
yeah,
but not a lot of them still collab with Muselk.
Is it like implied that it was like a bad beef?
I don't know if bad, but it's implied that there was like beef there, like
okay,
like it like broke the content house apart, and it wasn't even because they were all living together.
Interesting.
Apparently, what the people are theorizing is that Muselk couldn't balance being friend and boss at the same time.
I can see that. Like, that's one of those things where it's like, you can't do both, you know? Like, you can't do both at the same time. Especially when it comes to, like, something like cutthroat, like, content houses. Like, as much as it sucks, somebody just needs to be the boss, you know?
Yeah. Because Muselk was... like owner and he was like,
yeah,
there were like other owners, but he was owner and talent,
yeah,
and the rest of them were just talent.
It's like if we ever started Momscast LLC, like, I don't know what your thoughts would be on this. I would hire somebody to be our boss.
Oh no,
I would hire somebody to be our boss to make sure that we actually do shit.
The hard part with that is that yes, he would be our boss, but technically we would be their boss.
Yeah, it would be weird, but I would just need somebody to, like, hold us accountable to actually upload shit, and so that we don't have a repeat of, Brandon and Victor played nothing but play Fortnite for a month and didn't upload anything.
Because all the time that we could have been, like, that we were playing Fortnite, we could have been recording
I know, dude, I hate it when I realize, like, I get out of a match, and I realize it's, like, 30 minutes later, and I'm like, oh my god. Like, I could have been doing so much other shit. But I'm fine with this thing, because it's, like, break. And so, like, I'm going to cut back on the Fortnite when I'm back at school. But, like, it's break. I just have, I told myself going into break, I'm doing nothing. I have been busy since January. I have had no break, because I had, like, maybe some parts of spring break. But it's like, I was working over the summer. I was taking 3 summer classes. I just didn't get a break. And so I said, for winter break, I'm just going to come home and I'm going to do nothing. I'm going to do absolutely nothing. I needed a reset. I needed a reboot, if you will.
You need a field break? You should just come down, dude. You're home right now. Go get your fucking passport.
I don't have my documentation for my passport. As soon as I get back to Fort Collins, because I don't have anything to do when I'm back next week, I'm just going to get it. I'm going to give them the $100 to expedite it. Like, I'm gonna see if I can get it.
I'm telling you, you can literally stay at my house.
I know. I'm trying to come down for spring break. I'm trying to come down for break. I know.
I'm telling you, because it's really funny, because it's just easier for me to house Brandon that it is for me to house Nat.
Well, yeah,
It's
that
hilarious.
makes sense. Makes sense
Yeah,
to me.
yeah, because Nat housing Nat is I gotta go to my grandma and go.
Gotta worry about hanky panky.
Yeah, I gotta
Gotta
like,
worry about hanky
steamed-
panky.
Yeah, I gotta go. Steamed grandmother. Your future daughter-in-law is interested in spending time with you. Would you perhaps be so affable as to letting her stay at your house?
You would make a great gift.
It's not that serious, you know. But it's not that serious. But that's the spirit. It's like, you know, Natalie's coming down. Can she please stay at your house for a bit?
Yeah.
If Brandon's coming, I can just be like, oh yeah, you're sleeping on the floor in my room. I don't fucking care.
Yeah. As long as I got a pillow, like I'm chilling. But like I would hire somebody to be like our boss though. Like the problem would be though making sure that they have the same vision for Momscast LLC that we do. You know?
You know, yeah.
I don't even know if they need to be like have like a vision. I think I would just need somebody to be like, hey, are you uploading that video this week? And I could be like,
I'm gonna be honest.
yeah.
Honest. I think the funniest part, I think what we should do is hire an editor that's also technically your boss, but his paycheck depends on editing the video.
yeah.
So it's like, guys, do you have the
I would have
footage?
such a problem hiring an editor because I'm just so picky about editing shit.
Because they'd be like, guys, do you have the footage yet? I'm like trying to make ends meet this weekend.
No, we're playing Fortnite.
no.
But
It
like,
wouldn't be even like you want to hop on trios? You want to hop on
we're running
squads? With
squads.
Natalie?
We're running squads now. Yeah, but like that would be my thing. It's just like because I think that's how the Try Guys do it. I think they hired somebody at like their company to be their boss to make sure that stuff actually gets released. And granted,
I would
that's
love
like
that.
borderline like a content farm at this point with how many things that they do. Because they've got like 6 podcasts. They've got like the channel. They've got an extra channel. Like that's like borderline. I wouldn't say it's a content farm, but that's like a big like content churn. I would say it's like a churn.
I never want Momscast to get that big.
No.
If I would say what's my goal with Momscast, I would look up to GMM.
Look up what?
That GMM.
Yeah. I would do that.
Yeah, that's my ambition for Momscast. It's just like good middle morning.
As long as I can do one podcast episode a week and like maybe a video a week, I think I would be creatively fulfilled with Momscast.
Maybe a video maybe a video every 2 weeks.
Yeah, I think I could balance a video every 2 weeks and a podcast every week. Because the podcast takes no time to edit. Like this realistically takes no time to edit.
But the thing with me is that Brandon has basically 10 years of YouTube experience over me.
Yeah, I started making videos when I was I think I was 11 when I started making videos. And I got Sony Vegas when I was in like 7th grade. I think everybody
we started Momscast when I was 20, and I never crossed my mind of being a YouTuber, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, did I think it'd be really cool if I was a YouTuber? Totally. Every kid does. But I never was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make YouTube.
I keep seeing those videos where on TikTok where it's like you will never be POV. You realize you will never be a 2010s YouTuber. It's got like the shitty "Maybe we fall out of line." And I see that and I'm like, no, I will make it. I'm gonna make Momscast work. Damn it. Because I'd like peeling back the curtain a little bit. Every time we take a break, every time we upload consistently, we see a good amount of growth. And then we get busy and we stop uploading. It's like all for nothing. And so it's like, give us like a good run, and I think we've got a chance. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying.
I think we, if I'm being really serious, I don't know how much you agree with this. I don't see Momscast being a golden plaque podcast.
Silver
but
plaque.
I totally
silver
see
play button.
Silver plaque. I see Momscast being a respectable silver plaque podcast.
Silver play button, and we get some solid like recurring sponsorships, you know, like that kind of thing.
Yeah. We get that good old honey ads.
Oh,
the Straight Shadow Legend ads.
You get the MeUndies.
Manscaped.
And it's like we're like closing in on like some big milestone, and then some terrible allegations come out about the hit and run in Florida last summer. about the Avatar Walmart incident. Yeah, it was some terrible allegations.
Dollar Shave Club, if you're listening, I would like a sponsorship, please. I cannot get Dollar Shave Club products in Panama, and I've only ever started growing a beard since I moved to the US, so I've only ever known the Dollar Shave Club 6-blade, the 6-blade thingamajiggers. What are they called? The cartridges, the 6-blade cartridges. Yeah. And I have to manage to get someone from the US to come down here with a bunch of them, or me go to the United States every year so I don't run out of them. Can you please sponsor me and send me some every time I need them, please?
Dollar Shave Club, if you're listening, we did not perform a hit and run in the state of Florida while fleeing from a Walmart while I was in nothing but a loincloth following my watching of Avatar The Way of Water. That was not us. Despite what you may have heard, that was not us. Just please educate yourself when you hear these. These were planted by people. These were planted by haters, by ops who want to bring us down. They hate to see us successful.
I'd be happy with Momscast getting 100,000 in YouTube.
I would be happy with Momscast getting 100 subscribers on YouTube. That would be validation enough for me. That would be validation enough for me.
Okay, so you've never gotten. How much subscribers did you get in YouTube at your highest?
I think 75.
This is the thing, because I know it's a different metric, but back when I was a niche micro celebrity on any TikTok in Panama, my follower high was 4.5K.
Yeah.
So when I see numbers now for content, I'm like 100. Nah, I need to shoot higher.
I've got those YouTube numbers though in my mind. I don't have the TikTok brain for it.
I got a taste of the TikTok brain for it.
Well, because we got our taste of TikTok brain numbers. We got our taste of that.
Yeah.
That was a scary day. That was a terrifying day.
You just got one hit of it, Brandon.
We got one hit of the dopamine, yeah.
I had back in the day, I had a bunch of 6-figure TikToks under my belt. I'm telling you. It was fun. And it was really weird because I also had a bunch of friends who were in the case and double case.
Yeah.
It was kind of funny.
With my YouTube stuff that I used to do, I was doing one video every other week, and I was maybe putting, I would say, about 40 hours of work into it.
No.
I was putting 40 hours of work into these videos, and it's just not sustainable because I was working full time. I was working full time. I was doing online community college. I was trying to have a social life. It's just not it's not feasible.
For me, this was all during COVID, and I was trying to 2 or 3 TikToks a day, just pure orb, and the growth was exponential.
Well, that's the thing. TikTok's a platform that encourages that just nonstop churn of content. Something that I always get a laugh out of. Oh, so can I talk quick?
Go ahead.
Something I always get a laugh out of is I will look at sometimes TikTok does this weird thing where you don't give it access to your contacts, but other people give it access to their contacts, and through that you can see their TikTok pages. And so I'll see some TikTok pages of people that I know, IRL, and they're just constantly posting, and nobody's fucking watching them. And then I'll look back at the Momscast one. The Momscast one that did numbers, and I'm like, wow, we actually had people looking at this one, and you're trying, because some of these people, they're trying to be influencers or something. Because I through my cultural background, I know a lot of white girls who want to be white girl influencers. And like, I'm gonna rip the Band-Aid off real quick. They just don't got the sauce. Is that like a rude thing to say? Like, some people just don't got the sauce. Like, some people just don't got the sauce. There's nothing wrong with it. Not everyone can have the sauce.
I'll tell you, because I also know people that just like would post more than I did.
Yeah.
And
they just don't got the sauce.
I did better. And
Yeah.
I wasn't trying until like halfway through it.
Yeah. Like, there's something so like toxic about it though. Because you start thinking like, I'm better than you because more people watch my shit.
Not.
But you're not.
But you're not. You're not. The other thing, something that really pissed me off is that I was churning out like, it was mostly anime content.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it was like back then, COVID, anime was big. Everyone was rewatching Naruto. Jujutsu Kaisen Season 1 had just came out. Quintuplets Season 2 had just came out. I was churning out that stuff. And the one time I tried to make a thoughtful video about commenting about this really good indie film I watched. I don't know if you ever watch it. It's Prospect. It stars Pedro Pascal.
I have not seen it.
Other girl. It's good. It might be slow sometimes, but it's a good low budget space western.
Yeah.
And it's great. They do space westerns the good old ways, you know, like miniatures for the special effects, low CGI budget, mostly practical effects. It has this lo-fi aesthetic, not in like the lo-fi beats kind of way, but in the you've seen the tech in Star Wars, and like, did you ever watch Maniac? The miniseries in Netflix.
Yes, I have. Yeah, with Emma Stone and Jonah Hill.
You know when they go into like, you know, the tech in Maniac when they go into the dreams.
Yeah,
that's they like pull that aesthetic, which is like, you know, what if we never really invented the microchip? It's what I like to think about.
Okay,
that kind of lo-fi-ish thing, and they nail it. And they took it off of Netflix, so I was really upset about.
They took the I don't understand streaming, but like, that's a topic for another time.
It was a great tiny little movie, and I was like, I'm gonna make a love letter TikTok to it, and it flopped. It flopped. Yeah. Okay, it didn't flop. It got more than like most people see, but for me, it got 1,200 views.
Oh, yeah.
Which for people that are trying to get big on TikTok,
that's
and they're getting like for people
are trying to get big,
views,
that's solid.
You're like, oh, that's solid. No, I was getting 10K TikTok with my slort.
Yeah.
Like,
but like, that's always the worst when you like put your heart into something and it's just like nobody cares. Which is why I would always get so mad because like, again, like, I've been doing this for a while, and I think this is what we'll go to mid-roll on, is I would like just bust my ass trying to make better shit, because it's like, I started making Let's Plays. I think there's nothing wrong with saying like, I made Minecraft Let's Plays in middle school. They like very much gave me the foundational like framework on like how to actually make shit, and so it's like, by the time I was out of high school, I could actually start making shit. So I started making stuff my senior year of high school. A lot of it was cringe. A lot of it was really cringe. And then you know, I graduated high school. It's COVID. I'm like, I'm bored. I want to make shit. And so I started busting my ass. Like, again, I'm putting like 40 hours of work into these videos every 2 weeks. And like, I'm working, making sure my cinematography is good. Did I ever show you my iCarly video?
Yeah. I watched
it. That one.
I took up a risk to your YouTube channel.
Like,
remember?
Like, I liked thinking like, I'm getting better at this. Like, I'm not great at it, but I remember like, I made this video where I was like predicting like the iCarly reboot before it came out.
I'm gonna tell you.
And
I'm gonna tell you a little secret.
Hold on, can I finish this real quick?
Go finish.
And so like, I just remember making that one, and that was the first one where I was like, this is like a real YouTube video. That was the first video that I've ever made where I was like, this is a real YouTube video. And like, I put it out, it got decent views and stuff. It did decently well for my channel at the time. It actually did really well for my channel at the time. And then these girls that I went to high school with that were in my graduating class, they were just like, I made a YouTube channel. It's COVID. I'm bored. I made a YouTube channel, and it's just like a vlog. And it's just like them eating like Chick-fil-A in a car. And like, I just remember like everybody would go subscribe to their channel. I busted my ass off to get to 75 subscribers. and then just like that immediately they get like 200 off of like people from Instagram going and following them, and like their video, which like again it's such a hard mindset to shake, but like I think there is an objective difference in quality between like the thing that I made, where it's like I put a lot of work into editing this, and I filmed this on my iPhone and uploaded it to YouTube with minimal editing, and it's getting like the same amount of views, and it's so discouraging, you know? Like it is so discouraging, and I just gave it up.
I'll tell you, if you were on TikTok around 2019, and you were trying to get big, and your TikToks were doing shit, I'm gonna tell you the real reason. The first thing the algorithm checked back then, it was your lighting, and it wasn't even that you gotta be too dark or whatever. You had to have you had to have a soft light on you. You had to like have your video a certain way, because one of the first things I changed when I was making TikToks back then was that I recorded my TikToks from my bathroom, because that's where I had a place to like prop up my phone and record. And I have this like kind of spotlight kind of lights in my bathroom. They're kind of weird, but they're harsh lights. One of the first things I changed was that I grabbed a bunch of my white t-shirts and I like put them around my lights, basically making them all soft lights. Game changer. Yeah. And with that, you know what's time for?
It's time for this mid-roll. New year, new me. You know what that means. 2024. It's the year of Mom Said It's My Turn on the podcast. And what better way is there to celebrate the year of Momscast than by following the podcast on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Momscast, and by checking us out on Spotify and other podcast platforms as Mom Said It's My Turn on the podcast. Rate us 5 stars. Answer our episode polls. Leave a comment, if you will. Yeah! Momscast. All right, we're back.
All right, we're back. I'm gonna be honest. I think this episode is gonna be called "Momscast Content Creates."
Maybe. I don't know. I feel like that was a good, like, solid peel back. I don't want to get. I don't like. I feel like I ended the last segment on kind of like a hater note, and I think part of it is definitely intended, because I think I do definitely hate.
I'll tell you the truth.
What?
It's the objective truth. I can tell you, because I lived it, because I had a friend that started out around the same time as me doing the same kind of content on TikTok. My high was 4.5k followers.
Yeah.
Her high was 23.0.
I don't want, because that's like, again, I gotta preface this. Momscast respects women. Momscast loves women. Momscast loves women. It's easier to get big on social media if you're a woman.
Especially if you're doing niche content. If you're doing niche content, it's like...
It is exponentially easier.
If you're gonna go the I'm a hot woman route, it's harder, because there's always gonna be someone harder than you.
Yeah.
And that's the objective truth.
But if you want to get into like gaming, that's like why it's like gamer girls. That's why it's like that is like, I would say gamer girl is like a stereotype. Like hot gamer girl, I would say that's a stereotype. Would you agree on that?
Yeah.
Like if you're like I gotta preface. We respect women. Don't be a weirdo in our comment section. You know, like we'll block you real quick. We'll take away your comment. We'll just block you. Like don't be a weirdo. But like I feel like it's just like a true statement, you know.
This is an objective state coming from people that have done content creation with peers that happen to be of the opposite gender. It's an objective take that women have an easier time in niche categories.
Yeah.
In niche categories.
I agree with that so much.
Most niche categories are male dominated. Okay, if I tomorrow start a TikTok dedicated to Warhammer 40k lore, and I don't know, Nat starts a TikTok dedicated to Warhammer 40k lore, I can assure you Nat's gonna do better.
Why not just have Nat narrate it? You write the scripts, Nat narrates.
No, I mean, yes, but this is an example.
Yeah, I know. Nats would do better. Yeah. Also, it's like with that kind of stuff, it's like you're going to have an easier time hitting the ground running, I think. I think at least having an easier time hitting the ground running, because you're going to have a lot of guys like white knighting or simping And it's like, if like, again, going back to what I said earlier, it's like these girls would post like, I made a YouTube channel, check it out. And it's like off the bat, they've got like 150 subscribers. And it's like, cool, I had to fight tooth and nail to get to 75. But you know, if I just post on my Instagram story, I made a YouTube video. It's me doing a mukbang in my car. It's like, oh.
I'm gonna tell you this. That doesn't mean that being a female content creator doesn't come with their other challenges, because they definitely do.
Oh, absolutely.
The content creator experience for males and females is
completely different game. Because it's like
just look up your name as a male content creator in like YouTube or Google or shady sites, and you're not gonna get the same results as a female.
Well, because it's like going back to it's like if we were to have like do like this Warhammer thing where it's like Nat, it's like even if you just had Nat narrating, like you were writing the scripts, Nat's just narrating, like you'd have so many people in the comment sections just being weird. Like there's just so many people being weird in the comment sections. And like, it's a lot. It's just a lot. Cause it's like, I feel like female content creators are held to much more scrutiny than male content creators. Especially in like these niche spaces. Cause you have a lot of guys being like, a girl knows more than me. Cause again, like in these niche spaces, you get a lot of chuds. It's been a minute since Brandon complained about chuds on the podcast.
It hasn't really been. I think you complained about chuds in episode 29.
I might have complained about chuds in episode 29. I don't know. I hate chuds. If you're a chud,
you didn't complain. You didn't complain about chuds in episode 30 because it was Momscast Presents, and there were any chuds. And you might have complained about chuds.
I might have complained about chuds.
I'm not really sure.
I'm not even sure. But like, you get a lot of chuds in like these like female content creator spaces. And it's like, you have like like everybody jokes about like, oh, the Discord mods, you know, but it's like, no, that's a real thing. That's like a real thing. There's a reason people joke about creepy Discord mods. Like, all I'm saying is it's like, if you have like an average looking guy, like if like me or Victor were to start up a TikTok and it got like, not even like a great following, just like a moderate following of like people commenting regularly compared to like Nat having the same size audience, we would have fewer creepy comments than if Nat was running the page. Like we would just, it's just like, it just is what it is. You get a lot of weird people on the internet.
Yeah. And, you know, especially in niche spaces.
Oh, yeah. Lots of chuds.
Because niche spaces tend to be male dominated.
Lots of chuds.
Like, the only niche spaces that are not male dominated is the infamous book talk.
Yeah.
And they're all weirdos there.
Book talk. And BreadTube. I think BreadTube is a...
What's BreadTube?
BreadTube is like YouTubers like H Bomber Guy, ContraPoint. It's like leftist video essays is the way I would describe BreadTube. Is the way I would describe it.
Why is it BreadTube?
I don't know why it's called BreadTube. I'm not sure.
Book Talk is booked up because they talk about books. But look, I used to read a lot as a kid. I can't read anymore because like my ADHD has gotten to the point where if I'm not listening to music, like kind of lo-fi kind of stuff, I can't like read a book by myself.
Yeah.
Right? I switch mostly to audiobooks because it's easier for me. And I do enjoy reading and I do enjoy consuming literature. But, you know, I hate it when I go look up for book suggestions on TikTok. And I either get book talks that are like a bunch of romance books and kind of stuff like that, which is like not bad at all. No knock on romance books. Or like borderline like smut books. No knock on them.
Yeah.
But it's not what I'm looking up to read.
No, I get you.
And then if I type in book recommendations for men, I'm gonna get like the 38 Laws of Power and all those kind of self-improvement books for dudes. Which is like, I get where you're coming from self-improvement, but that's not what I'm looking for when I say I want to read a book. When I say I want to read a book, I want you to tell me, maybe catch up like Fahrenheit, you know, because, you know, it's a good book. Apparently, I have yet to read it. It's on my list.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I get you. I found myself like over the course of this break, what I found myself doing is like just needing a dopamine detox is what I've found that I need in my life anymore. And like what I've started doing is just reading books again. Like just reading a book. Cause I don't have ADHD, but like I can feel that my attention span has like worsened over time, like to a considerable degree. Because it's like I can't just be bored anymore, and that's a problem. Because I think boredom's a really good thing. I think boredom's a phenomenal thing.
I don't think boredom's. You should never be bored.
I disagree. I disagree. I
think
think boredom is a very useful thing. Like,
because if you're, in my opinion, if you're bored, your brain isn't working.
No, but that makes your brain work. Boredom makes your brain work. Is the thing.
I don't know if this isn't like specifically an ADHD
it could
thing,
be,
because it could be. But like when I get bored, when I get close to getting bored, that's when my brain starts to do, oh, you can try this, you can try this, you can try this, and that takes you out of boredom. But like if you find, I've only ever find myself on a bored state back when I was on medication.
Because I think boredom is a good thing too, because it's also just like, it makes you do things you wouldn't have done anyway. So it's like, I was at my friend's place and at State College, and like their internet went out. Their internet went out for a while. So we just didn't have our phones to use. Like, I mean, we had our data, but we didn't want to use it. And so we're like, let's just play like some fucking games. And so we just made a game up. And like, I think that's a good thing. I think boredom is a good thing. And so what I've started doing is, it's just like, when I feel myself being bored, like, I just let it happen. Like, I don't like pick up TikTok to like make sure that I can get some like schlop funneled directly
I don't mean
into
that,
my eyeballs.
Like, I think we're in the same thing, but we call it different ways. So like, you mean like dipping in? I don't like to like let myself get bored. But if I'm like feeling bored, I'll just like, I don't know, start cooking, go out for a run, like do something. I don't like that boredom. Boredom is weird. Boredom is like a weird feeling. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a weird feeling, but again, I think it's just a good thing. I think it's just a good thing to happen.
Well, I agree to disagree, but I think we're kind of like on the same note, but not really.
I think so. But like, so I started reading books, and it's like I started rereading The Witcher, because I've had those books for a while. I never finished reading them because I moved and I never took them with me. And so I'm just like, I'll just start the series over again, and I'll just start reading. And
Victor
it's like
Victor Book Rec.
Gotta read it, dude. Like, you can't just say that. We're not a video podcast.
It's The Hobbit, dude. It's The Hobbit. You gotta read The Hobbit.
I've read The Hobbit. I had to read The Hobbit in 8th grade. That was on our required reading, actually. It was a required reading book.
Fine. New one. Victor Book Rec. The Martian.
Okay. Matt Damon.
Don't watch the movie. Read the book.
I watched the movie in middle school, actually. We watched it in 8th grade for space.
Oh, no, the movie's not that bad, but like, read the book. It's a great fucking book.
But it's like, starting to read the book, like, I was reading The Witcher, and I was like, oh my god, like, I think my attention span is gone, because I'm just, like, struggling to get through, like, the first, like, 30 pages of this book. And, at the same time, I can acknowledge, this is a good book. I enjoy what I'm reading. This is a good book. I just, like, my attention span's gone. It's just gone. It doesn't exist anymore. And it's just like, I just fought through it for like 2 days. And now it's like, I'm reading like 60, 70 pages a day.
I'm gonna say something. You want to try something this coming year?
What?
I think moms, we should like do a little video log of it too, and maybe we'll get a video out of it. I think Momscast should try the 75 soft.
What's 75 soft? I know 75 hard. And they say the thing with 75 hard is, it's like, you have to be sober through the whole thing. It's like, I don't have problems with substances, but it's like, I'm in college. I go out. Like, I do things. You know, that's my thing with 75 hard.
75 soft is I think better and more attainable to the modern man.
Yeah.
Okay, it's 45-minute workout every day.
Yeah.
Except for one day that you get to pick out for full rest.
Yeah.
Only social drinking.
Only social drinking. What is the difference between social drinking and anti-social drinking, I guess?
Non-social drinking is if you're playing Fortnite and you want to crack open a cold one.
Oh, I don't do that anyways. Like, I don't.
You know what I mean?
Like, would that mean we stop doing brewskis on the podcast?
No, because that's a social drink. Because we're both drinking.
Oh, I see.
You know what I mean? Like no drinking kind of by yourself on a Tuesday because we're work. Like the Fort Loco on a Tuesday incident.
That was okay. That was that wasn't like a regular thing. That wasn't a regular thing.
Still, it's an example, right? So only social drinks, right? 3 liters of water a day.
Okay.
And 10 pages of a book a day. Should be, and like the 45-minute workout. Just one a day. I think I already mentioned that.
Okay, yeah, you mentioned that.
And I think that's it. I think this is attainable, and maybe we'll do a little, how we're doing it every day. And I think that's gonna be a good Momscast video for like the next it's gonna be 2 3
That could be. I mean, like I'm already doing most of that stuff. So for me, that would just be adding in like the reading, making sure like I set time aside to reading a book, like a day, because
get hydrated.
I drink water like a motherfucker. Like
you're drinking the chug. No, because you're drinking the chug jug. I would only need to get my water intake up a little bit more because I don't have the chug jug. I have my boba.
Yeah,
that's like I think that's 2 liters, 3 liters.
Well, because it's like for me at least, what I started doing is it's like I have not gained fat since I've been in college. I lost weight my first year in the dorms, maintained throughout like my maintained through like my second year, and this year I've put on muscle. Like I have not gained any, like I have not put on like the freshman 15.
I got wrecked by the diet difference, if I'm being fully honest.
You got wrecked by buying Chick-fil-A every fucking day. That's what that's what happened. I'd be like, hey Victor, let's go lifting. Let's go lifting.
My first semester, I wanna make this clear. I did not pay for a single Chick-fil-A my first semester.
No, Nat did. Nat enabled this. It's all Nat's fault.
I'm gonna be honest.
It's all Nat's fault. Okay? It's all Nat's fault.
I hadn't gotten access to that amount of like non-chicken and rice food ever in my life. You gotta understand. A staple plate of food, which you would eat every day here in Panama, is rice, some kind of beans. We're talking lentils, beans, pork and beans, some kind of beans, and then chicken, which is just like anabolic as fuck.
Yeah.
Like that's like my staple. And then I went to like the US, and then Theory in the Foundry just be like, oh yeah, you want a chicken sandwich with fries.
Oh yeah. For those who don't go to CSU, Theory is one of the stations in the dining hall, in one of the dining halls, and they have like the rotating like fun thing. That's the fun station. So they'll do like wing days, they'll do mac and cheese days, they'll do chicken sandwich days, they'll do carne asada Friday. What else? Street taco day, Reuben day.
I didn't have access to that kind of diet ever in my life.
Yeah.
So like I had no clue how to regulate that.
And it's like, for me, part of it was I worked in one of the dining halls cleaning tables. And so I would eat a good chunk of my meals at the other dining hall at work. And that other dining hall didn't have a fun station. Also,
see, I have this compulsion not to waste food. I need to like finish my food so that I don't throw food away. I'm dating Natalie, who is infamous for not finishing her food.
Yeah. Well, also the booze wasn't helping anybody. The booze wasn't helping anybody either.
We didn't drink that much that semester.
Not first semester, no we didn't, because our friends were fucking lame as shit, dude.
We didn't drink that much. That's the semester I gained the most weight.
So, son, let's have a little heart to heart right here. You know, so you're a big boy now. It's about time we start having a conversation about some of the things around here. So, you know, so I stopped playing Destiny in May, and because I just wasn't having fun with it. You know, like I have 1,000 hours in Destiny, 1,000 plus, and I like booted up in May, and I'm just like, this isn't fun. I'm just not having fun right now with this. And honestly, I think my life has improved considerably since I stopped playing Destiny. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I started going to the gym. I
could have told you that.
Like, I think my life's just better since I stopped playing Destiny. All right, yeah, I was filling time while you went to the pisser.
I don't know if this is like, you know, related, but your life has gotten significantly better since I moved out of Fort Collins.
It really has. Victor was power capping me. Victor was nerfing me. He was nerfing my power level.
I'm gonna be honest. I think it's on you though, because I'd be like, let's go to the gym, let's go lifting. You were like, I don't really know if I like lifting. Let's just go running. And I was like, oh, well, I guess
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I just started doing things though. That's the thing. I just started like doing things that I want to do, because it's like, instead of being like, guys, does anybody want to go to the basketball game with me? Please, I'm only going to go to the basketball game if somebody else goes. I just go. I just go, and it's still fun.
We used to go to basketball games all the fucking time.
That's
dude.
true.
We did a bunch of shit, but we didn't really do a lot of constructive shit because someone had a problem with it.
What do you mean constructive shit? Like, what do you mean by that?
Because I'd be like, you wanna go play just fuck around with the volleyball at in the pickup courts at the rec for a while, and you were like, no, and I was like, all right, I would go by myself. I would go by myself, to be honest. And I would have fun, but it'd be better if I had someone with it. But you were like, I'd be like, Brandon, let's go do this. And you were like, I don't really feel like it.
We would go do stuff sometimes, though. We would go throw a footy ball.
Yeah.
Throw the old pigskin
We
around.
would throw football. Yeah, we did that.
Nah, it's like Addie gives me so much shit about it. Like, she's like, yeah, as soon as Victor leaves, you get like straight A's for like a semester. You get straight A's for a semester. You get into a long-term relationship. like as soon as he leaves, it's like almost funny. Well, because it's like I kept the fact that I was even like talking to somebody a secret from Victor and Nat for like, I don't know, like 2-3 weeks.
That's mean, though.
No, it wasn't mean. Because like every time I had brought up, yeah, I started talking to a girl on Tinder, immediately ghosted. Like immediately.
Still, I'm kind of hurt.
It needed to be done. It really needed to be done. It just like, you gotta respect it. You gotta respect it. Like, it needed to get done. You wouldn't get it, Victor.
No, like, I respect it, but like,
one of the worst digs that I ever got was Victor stayed in the same room when he came back for his second year. And so I went to go, we stopped by his room. It was like the only time we went to his room that entire semester. And it was just to grab something, I think, before we went back to my place. And Victor was like, yeah, the guys in your room, they bring girls back all the time. I was like, that hurts. that one hurt. That one hurt. Like, as this is going on, I'm trying to like bag the most mid woman like alive. I'm trying to bag the most mid woman alive while this conversation's happening.
That freshman year,
that was one for the books.
I think Brandon was the only person in that floor that wasn't getting any play.
I had like other shit to like worry about.
Still, I think that I'm gonna be honest. If like I want my kids like freshman year like dorm experience or to be like the one we had.
I know, it was so good. It was so good. So okay, so I don't know if we've mentioned, we probably have. We talk about it all the fucking time. Our dorm experience was, we were transfer guys. So all of us are 19 or 20, and there weren't enough of us to double up each room in the hallway. So for the most part, you got an entire room to yourself, and the hallway was at half capacity.
Also, no RA.
With no RA that first semester. Then we got Mike. I like Mike. Mike's a chill guy. I still see Mike around.
I like
campus.
Mike.
I like Mike.
Apparently, Mike was also a transfer.
Yeah, he was. And so, dude, the funniest. Okay, so anything said on this podcast is a joke. You should take this as a joke. This is a funny joke podcast. And
shout out to my boy Mike. I don't know where you're at, but you were a real one.
But so Victor and I, this one time, were drunk as a couple of skunks in the bathroom. We're drunk as a couple of skunks in the bathroom, and we are talking about how we are drunk as a couple of skunks while we're washing our hands. And the RA walks in, and just immediately, we just like hard pivot to, so we're painting those Warhammer minis tomorrow. like immediately we hear the door open, we hear, hey guys.
And then Mike goes, oh, you guys paint Warhammer minis? That's so fucking cool.
And we're just sitting there at the sink. We're like,
okay.
Yeah.
Love Mike to that. I wish happiness and fulfillment to his life. But he was trying too hard to connect with the people on his floor.
So the thing with Mike, too, is our floor was quiet. We did not make much noise. We did not make
no trouble.
No trouble. We just all stayed in our rooms for the most part. And we were just chilling. And Mike would always have like 6 fucking people in his room. This motherfucker was the loudest guy on our floor.
And he was the alright.
Still,
that's not the point that I was gonna make. So, picture this. Mike was on the younger side of the transfers. So he was like on mine and Brandon's side, which is like 19 years old at the time. What happens is that most of the other guys were older. There was a guy that was fucking engaged.
There was.
Yeah, the guy that had his girl over all the time. Remember?
The girl who went in the showers?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
That was a fiance,
I didn't
bro.
know that. Yeah, there was a girl in the showers
Right.
a couple times. It was weird. I think we talked about that, though.
It was weird because our key cards could unlock like the girls' side in case we had like people over. You know what I mean? Like, which I never really understand why just do the floor you're in instead of the whole building. Because I'm gonna be honest, I would be like about to piss myself, right? And I come out of my room, and another like CSU staff member, love to death. Hope that guy's doing the best he can in his life.
The guy
right
who cleaned
now.
our bathroom.
Good old Sam.
Oh yeah, shower out. I think he's still there too.
He's a student though.
Yeah.
He was a student. So I don't know if he's
His
still
work
there, 'cause
schedule
he
was
might-
so fucked. Like with his class schedule,
Yeah.
that was so fucked.
Yeah. So like love him to death, but like Sam would be cleaning the bathroom at the time. And I was like so instead of like going down one flight of stairs and going to the boys,
You have to run to the fucking lobby, and we were on the third floor. No, because I did that sometimes. I would do that.
sometimes I wouldn't be pissing myself. Sometimes I would be shitting myself, dude.
Gotta run to the lobby.
And that was not fun.
In the building I'm in now, I have suite mates. I have suite mates instead of like a community style bathroom. So I share my bathroom with 2 other people. And like I'm on the first floor now, so if they're in the bathroom and I'm like about to fucking like pop a cork out of a champagne bottle, if you know what I'm saying, I can usually run down to the basement like just in time to like
I'm gonna
get
be honest,
down there.
This might be
basement bathroom.
This might be a hot take. But especially with the kind of people that were on our hallway, freshman year.
That was crazy. That was one for the books. That was a one for the books hallway.
I heavily fucks with community style bathrooms.
Yeah, when it was half capacity, so like you never there were only 3 showers. There were never 3 people in the showers. You could always get a shower when you needed to shower. There were like 5 toilets. You could always get a toilet.
You know, and the most full I saw the bathroom one day was 2 guys in the showers, 2 guys in the stalls, and 1 guy shaving.
Yep.
In like in the sinks, and there were like
4 sinks. Like it was good. It was a good setup. And there was the water fountain. The water fountain was broken, so you could twist the top of it where the water actually came out. And so all the guys, it was never actually in the normal position because all the guys would just twist it to fill their waters up.
I'm telling you, heavily
system.
fucks with community style living.
Good system.
Like, look, and all the guys were just great.
All the guys were great.
honest.
My only thing was these 2 guys would just wake and bake. And so you'd wake up to go to like your 9 a.m. and you just step outside. And
I knew the guy. He stayed with me over like fall break.
Yeah.
The first year I stayed over. He was all right. Like stoner, like heavy stoner.
For any Momscast heads who live in a dorm currently or are going to live in a dorm soon, I don't know what our audience demographic is. Don't smoke weed. Like, don't smoke the weed in your room. Just don't do that.
It's like it's.
Why would it's not just roll it up? Just roll a joint and go take a fucking walk outside.
If you want to get high in your room, I heavily recommend the Eddies.
Just take some edibles. Yeah. Take some edibles or just fucking roll a joint and go take a walk outside. Enjoy the beauty of God's creations. Don't fucking smoke weed in your dorm room. Because it's like, your RA knows. Your people on your floor know exactly. Your RA probably doesn't care, but they know.
Your RA doesn't care, but if your RA's higher up gets on his case about it,
your RA doesn't care about it, but if somebody on your floor cares about it and complains to the RA about it, now the RA cares about it. You know what else the RA cares about? Wrapping up the episode.
Ah. Well, Momscast wishes you a great new year.
May the wads be fat, may the beer be flowing, and the pussy be plentiful in your 2024. Farewell.
And maybe the dick, you never know about the Momscast audience. You know what I mean? Maybe the dick, Who knows? But yeah, have fun. It's a whole new year. Be the best you can be.
New year, same Momscast.
So we'll be back hopefully again on a weekly schedule.
Don't hold us to that. Don't hold us to that.
We're not done maxing out the battle pass, but if you donate $20 to Momscast right now, we might let you in play a singular game of Fortnite with the Momscast crew. That's all I'm saying.
All right, bye.